So, chaps, we've got Craig, who's been an ambassador for 2 years.
2 years.
And whatever else. Yeah, you were like our first proper, like, officially one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's at least 2 years, so there we go. And we've been through the wars now, haven't we?
Done some stuff,
We've
man.
done the camping. we obviously done the £500 car, which is still going across Europe and whatever else.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do is, one, you're ambassador, you're still quite vocal about your own mental health.
Yes.
Especially on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And all this kind of stuff. You speak to a lot of people just the same as I do.
Yeah.
Do you think the men's mental health space, do you think men are talking a bit more, or do you...
I think so.
In a
I
good
think
way?
Definitely in the last few years. I mean,
Yeah.
there has been a big push on
Yeah.
talking mental health, and I think it's starting to resonate with people now, and I do think people are chatting, but like you say, you host events
Yeah.
where people can come and have a natter. I host stuff, people can have a natter. But I do think people are opening up a little bit more now, which is good to see.
So, do you think people are listening though? Because I think, because what annoys me, I'm sure you would have a thing, what annoys me is everyone's like, men should talk. Well, I'm
Yeah.
like, hold up a minute. You've built your community camps.
Yeah.
I built a whole charity.
Yeah.
Which proves that men are talking. If you go to any Andy's Man clubs or any peer-to-peer, anything blokey,
Yeah.
they are rammed.
Yeah.
Absolutely rammed. So we can't say that men should talk, because they are talking.
They are talking.
But what frustrates me is, why are they only talking to each other?
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason behind that.
I think it's men's pride, mate.
Do you reckon?
I think it's got to be men's pride.
Do you reckon it's pride, or people don't want to listen?
If they're talking amongst each other,
Yeah.
so with the listener, is it getting to the right people?
Mm-hmm.
Are the right people hearing the
Yeah.
talk? Or is it talk amongst... Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, so people are talking,
Yeah.
people are listening, but are the right people listening? The people that might necessarily be able to help?
Right, okay.
Are we saying, like, is talking good enough, as in, or do you need to be talking to the right people?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like,
that makes more
getting
sense.
help,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
I think people, if they talk to the right people to get help, the right people will listen.
Yeah.
But if you're just talking amongst people for it to go nowhere,
Yeah.
then probably it might be falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because obviously I'm sure you've heard me say that statistic. I think, what was it, 2,500 suicides, biological male suicides. So the data's very, very clean.
Yeah.
And whatever else, 2,500 suicides, biological men. 91% of them were in touch with either a charity, doctor, or a frontline service to talk about their mental health, which tells me, well, why are we telling men to talk? Because, well, they're still dead, and they were.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. It's just like, why are men only talking to men
Yeah.
if they are going to the doctors or the charities or services,
Yeah.
and they're still dead? Then surely, do men need to talk, or should we all get better to listening?
I think we definitely all could do with getting better at listening
Yeah.
as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I think peer-to-peer works. Because
Yeah.
as you know, the reason I'd go to, obviously I've never been to your community camps, but I know you've been to ours. I know we camp together and all this kind of stuff. It's just, I feel like I can be open to you, and
Yeah.
I would like to think vice versa.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying yeah. do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not going to get judged on anything.
Yes, it does make it easier to talk
Yeah.
when you trust the people around you.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, because for me, I don't want to talk to anyone if there's any sense that I feel like they're going to judge me or hold it against me,
Yeah.
or hold it for some time in the future.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to you.
Do you know what? A good example of that. So when I was in quite a bad place, and it had a knock-on effect at work. So they noticed, and
Yeah.
we ended up having a few meetings and stuff. And going into them meetings, because it was my workplace, I just completely shut down.
Yeah,
I didn't want to talk to them,
Yeah.
because I thought, oh, that's my work. Like,
they're going to bin you
I
off.
don't,
Yeah,
or like maybe I don't trust them as I do my friends or
Yeah.
the people I want to be telling. And really, they just want to help.
yeah,
But then it's like, because that's my workplace,
yeah,
just shut down. So I wasn't really wanting to talk to them. It felt more like an interrogation. And like you're saying, you know, I didn't feel at ease to be able to talk
Yeah.
around them. I mean, we worked it all out and stuff in the end,
Yeah.
but they probably would have been the right people to listen.
yeah. So what did they do to make you talk then? not make you talk.
We just
they must have changed something. They must have changed something so you're like, actually, I'm not going to get kicked out or sacked. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I gave them brief answers without going too much into detail, I suppose, but they were just noticing like the absences and stuff like that, and I was just honest about it being a mental health thing.
Yeah.
And then they just come up with like a set form of questions, and it just felt very robotic and very forced, and it felt more like they were going through the motions, which I think even more made me go, well, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
You know, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Really, they're the people you probably should talk to as well.
No, I guess it is. So if we go back, because the other thing as well, I know you do your community, you do a couple of your own camps and stuff like that, and obviously, like me, you meet a lot of people. And what I see all the time is when I speak to people, not men, when I speak to people talking about men's mental health, they always presume that it's the same thing that men are having struggles with. Up to a point, I agree with it. I personally think it's the lack of purpose and the lack of motivation.
I'd have to agree.
And having no goals.
Yeah.
But then some people say, oh, it's money. Money is a bit of an issue, but it's actually not as far up that list. So with you and your community camps, I think I'm trying to get the question out, so I apologise. But with you and your community camps, do you see one pattern over anything else? Because I don't think just blaming the missus or blaming the partners actually resolves anything.
No, definitely not.
Does that cause some issues with mental health? Absolutely, without question. I really don't think it's as far up that list as people think.
The top things, do you reckon, is a lack of purpose and motivation?
No, I'm asking you what you see in your world.
I see that. I think lack of motivation and lack of purpose. I think as men, like go all the way back to our biology and we're providers.
Yeah.
So I think it's nothing surprising.
Touches straight in on this.
There's a million different reasons why, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like, I know we hear the same few things, and like we could have a list, but there'd be things that might affect someone that we would never even think about unless they told you.
Yeah.
So it's so broad.
Yeah.
It's so broad, but I do the similarities that I see is purpose and motivation.
Yeah.
It's drive.
And I think it's harder. Maybe I'm being arrogant or naive or whatever. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but it's just I think our type of blokes, which is the typical masculine blokes, to the outside world, fucking idiots. We go and sleep in snow in the woods.
Call it fun.
Yeah, for fun and whatever else. Like, obviously, I haven't done for like a year, but like ragging motorbikes around racing tracks, or even me while camping and all this kind of stuff, same as you.
Yeah.
To the outside world, we are bloody idiots.
Yeah.
And that's what we kind of used to be. But I think now our type of blokes, according to society, we're actually now toxic.
It's seen that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me as a bloke, I'm like, why do I want to have engagement with a world, whatever, you know, a world. So why would I want to engage with a world what thinks that I'm another Andrew Tate?
Yes.
Because I like to throw axes around. Actually, I don't like it. I do sometimes like it. I do my own wood stovey stuff. But do you get what I mean? Because I like engines, because I like doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I'm now toxic. Why would I want to engage with you people?
Yeah.
So I'll stick with my own tribe, who I know I've got their back and they've got my back.
Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yeah. Exactly that. You got to help me out now because I don't know where we're going for that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like it's seen as being a bit toxic, but that's a release for you.
Yeah.
And that's what every bloke, however it's seen, if that's your release and that's your place that you can do your thing and that's what you're into, there's nothing wrong with how it's seen by anyone else.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think for me, I'll just like it if people know the difference between an arsehole, like the Andrew Tates and all this kind of stuff, and actually just as normal blokes who just want to get on with their life, go to work, piss arse around in the snow or whatever else in tents and well, you
have a bit of a release.
Yeah, just have a bit of release. Of just like separate it. And I think until we've nailed that just a normal bloke isn't there to hurt you. We're not all like sex offenders, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
We're just good blokes what just want to get on with our lives. And until we could distinguish and say, do you know what, put all of these toxic people, trans, straight, alpha male, all of those dickhead people, put them in a dickhead bubble. They're all the same. They're all dickheads, and then just let all of us good people just get on with life.
Just get along.
And just separate it. And do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. I understand.
No, so I think you answer. So I don't want to manipulate at all. So you and your community camps, are you saying you see the trend of lack of purpose as well?
Yes, yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, definitely.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, people go through loss or say a divorce or any, just to use examples, and then that takes that drive or that lack of purpose from them. They might have had their drive and their purpose, and they might have been on the right track doing the right things and they were fine. And then when their drive or purpose is taken away or their motivation's taken away, they then naturally go inwards and don't have that hunger or the drive or the motivation. The thing that kept them going or pushing forward is now not there, and it's easy to fall into that pit of, well, that's gone. So, and I think that's the reoccurring theme that you see with people is loss or their thing, whatever that may be. I mean, it's a broad thing, is not there. And they haven't found something to replace that with, to keep them motivated, to keep them driving forward. Once that's gone, you kind of just fall into this pit of like lack of direction. And that's the reoccurring thing that I see.
And do you think, because I do think that's, and I've said this so many times with like the MANUP, of just like sometimes to help a bloke with their mental health or poor mental health is don't talk about mental health. Do you know what I mean? Because if I come to like Craig, like you are, mate, you look a bit sad and whatever else, the first thing you're going to do is like, fuck that, I'm not associated with that. But if it's just like, Craig, do you want to do a wild camp or something like that, get away for a night, do you know what I mean? Just re-pushes like that purpose and giving that person's that bloke something to look forward to.
Exactly, that's it.
And this is why I do think with a lot of stuff, everything is, it seems to me that everything is always about mental health, when sometimes it's not just about the mental health, it's just their life's a bit shit. So say to them, what you used to do football, why don't you do football again? Well, I haven't got time. Well, make the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got to. It's taken a bit of, like, mental health is one thing, but if you do suffer from poor mental health, it's easy to get stuck in that lull. And this is something I found through my own journey.
The pity party.
Yeah, you have to force yourself up. You have to force yourself. It's easy to sit in that pit of just like, well, what's the point? No motivation, rah, rah. And like, people want to get out of that, but I don't think they do enough to help themselves. They don't give themselves their own kick up the backside to go out and do like a camp or do something that's going to get that flyer lit again, you know.
How do you do it? Because I've had a couple, rarely now, but when I talk about my mental health, I always say, like, MANUP is always full on. So sometimes, even me, here's me preaching, look after yourself, blah, 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 go and do a wild camp. I've not done a wild camp on my own for a year, so I'm not even practicing what I preach. But I think the issue I have is sometimes I burn out quite quickly. So now I've got into a headspace, I'm like, do you know what, actually, this Saturday I'm not doing anything. I'm going to sit there watching Netflix with my dog Geraldine and whatever else, sometimes the wife as well. Do you know what I mean? Just sit down. But if that Saturday's recharge moves into Sunday is when the pity party starts setting in. Am I making sense? When I'm just like, oh, actually, do you know what, I can't believe it. I was sitting there watching YouTube or whatever else, and then that can creep into Sunday night, and then it can creep, and that's when, for me, that's when the pity party kicks in. And it's that Saturday night, Sunday morning is when I'm like, go for a fucking walk.
Do something.
Just do something, because if I don't snap myself out of it, that's when the pity party sets in.
Do you know, like, just to flip the coin of that, it's easy to feel guilty for not doing anything as well. That's fine, as long as it's not all the time, isn't it? So like the odd just full reset, do nothing. No, you don't have to do anything sometimes. But like say the pity party, it's then you start beating yourself up. You're like, oh, I've just wasted my time. I should have done something. Should have got out, but I didn't because I was just like this messing.
Then you're having a pity party about the pity party.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah.
Let me ask you. So, what do you do? I'll ask you 2 questions now.
Yes.
What do you do to look after your mental health? I already know, but you might. What do you do to look after your mental health to keep yourself tip top?
Yeah.
Answer that one. I forgot what the other question was.
I go wild camping. I go into nature. Especially with the camping thing, you've got to pack all your kit, make sure everything's clean, good. So there's something to focus on. Make sure you've got everything. Going out to the woods. I like not being around too many people. That's the way I reset. Is just have a bit of personal time to myself. And I love nature and the woods and stuff. So that's what I do. And then, you know, you're forced to cook your food, get the fire going, do X, Y, and Z. So you haven't got a choice to be motivated, sort of thing. There's things that need to be done for that to be successful.
Well, especially in winter, because you can die.
Exactly.
It really is as simple as that, isn't it?
So that's what I do. I mean, if I'm not out in the woods, I find it easy to just sit on the sofa and put the telly on. And even though I go camping every week, I still have days where I'll stew over it all morning. I try and talk myself out of it. Can I be bothered? Oh, this, that and the other.
You're hoping Catherine won't let you go. It's annoying when they're like, no, get out.
And then I might come to that early afternoon, and then that's where my pity party starts. Oh, I've wasted the morning. Oh, I've done X, Y, and Z. Oh, it's too late. Well, it's not. Just get your bag and go now, mate. You've still got all afternoon. You've still got all night. So then I give myself that kick to go, right, come on, mate. Come on.
I think you've answered it. I'm not sure, but how do you prevent your pity party?
How do I prevent it? That's a tough one. I'm still figuring that out.
I'm trying to work out how I do it, but I think it's just, I don't know. It's really, for me it's easier because if Faye's at work or because she does nights and whatever else, and we're like really, really bad shoppers. That we are one of those people. We should learn to budget better. But it's just like, I think we kind of do it because it forces us to go out. To go and get something. Am I making sense? I'm not sure whether that's just laziness or whether that's just, it probably is that. But it's also, we always get like the basic supplies in, but it's just like, we always need to get something to complete that meal. And I think I kind of use that to my advantage. It's just like, well, I've got to leave the house to go to the shops to go and do that.
I think I prevent the pity party by thinking of the last one. And then thinking of the next one.
Right, okay.
So I'll think about if I let that take over me last time, and then I felt even worse the next day, say I went back to work, and in my mind, like I've wasted that time. If I'm then in that again, I know that last time I felt even worse. And I know that I'll feel even worse if I don't. So you just got to think backwards and forwards. That's what I do anyway. I look back and go, I felt even worse for not doing anything.
Exactly that,
You know, it's easy to stew and, you know, because it's easy. We're humans, we pick the easy route most of the time, don't we?
Yeah, no, I think we're training more and more people just to accept that social media, just checking reels. And
doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling and being motivated. And I think that there's a difference of being motivated and being motivated and doing motivation. There's a massive difference. And this is the thing about social media and these reels is they're designed just to motivate you for 30 seconds, but you still sat on your fucking arse. Do you get what I mean? There's a massive difference.
People get that into them though, where it's like, I don't need to go doing anything because I can just watch everyone else do it.
No, exactly.
And that's when I was just like a bit of a couch potato, when I had real bad mental health, and I was just watching endless YouTube videos, watching all these people do stuff, and it made me feel worse about myself because I wasn't doing anything. But then I wanted to go and do that, and I wasn't doing that either. And I think there just come a day where I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to be that bloke. I want to go do that. I'm going to do it. And like, it's easy to not do anything because it's easy. So you've just got to flip and get that energy and go do something.
Exactly.
Get you out of the house. Doesn't have to be much, does it? You can walk around the park or something.
But when I've been asked, especially like the wild camping or whatever, or even the racing stuff, the only thing I can describe is sometimes, because I do struggle with burnout, even like I said before, like trying to practice what I preach, but I still end up getting burnt out sometimes, which is why I need that Netflix in the pants with the dog Netflix day. So sometimes. I think Faye's handy because she knows when I start being a bit abrupt, a dickhead basically, and she's like, "Why don't you go for a camp or something like that?" And all I can describe is I go to these places, or even on the motorbike or whatever. I go to these places with my brain of like, I'm ready to fucking snap. But I go there for a night or 2 nights, whatever else, and it's like I've been picked up, shaken away, and I come back with the problems I know that actually are the problems, and I'm like, right, okay, Craig needs to deal with that, Phil needs to deal with that, Faye needs to deal with that. Is that kind of how?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you get all that, like, you just need that place for the negative energy to disperse.
Exactly.
A bit. Take yourself away, shut yourself down. Have your time to just exhale. Relax a little bit and just come back fresh. Come back, and sometimes you can see things differently when you've removed yourself as well. So like just sitting there stewing and, you know, got all these negative thoughts and that, go away, change the scenery, do something different, come back, and then, well, it's different now, it's good now.
Because I think that's the main difference between men and women. Let's not go down that road. But I think, from my experience, one of the biggest difference, as we know, women are very, very good at talking about their problems. Men want to deal with our problems. And I do think, and I've sat with you a couple of times now, just sitting there staring at a fire for 5 hours. And even I've come back before and Faye's just like, what do you talk about? Nothing.
Not a lot.
Just stared at a fire. But her head and other women I spoke to are like, do you not get bored? I'm like, no, you don't get it. And it's because my brain is switched off, just staring into that fire. It's like my brain's just processing.
That's like primal instincts.
It's
just something primal about just staring into a fire. You don't need much else, do you? Sometimes that's all it takes.
Just take yourself away for a little while, even for a few hours. Just take yourself away, just so your brain can just restart, recharge, whatever I'm trying to say. And job done.
Just slow it down a bit.
Exactly.
Slow the thought process down.
Life is way too busy.
It's so fast paced. It's hectic. You've got a million things to think about. Sometimes you just need that break to go and have nothing to think about.
Exactly.
That's what I like about camping specifically. There's not a lot to think about other than your warmth, your food. Keep them staying dry.
Survival stuff. Absolutely. Cool.